So nice to have you. Welcome to this new live session. How are you?
Good. Yeah, we're
Yes.
fine. Nice to be here and can tell parents more about what we do. So they have
Exciting.
a good
Yes.
idea of how we can help.
Great. So I'm just going to start with a few words of introduction. And to thank everyone who joined this live session. My name is Carol. I'm your host today, and I'm also the founder of Parentally. We are a platform dedicated to supporting the well-being of new and future parents all across the parenthood journey. And we do this through our network of professionals, but also through this channel, where we invite professionals to talk about their expertise and how they support parents. And today the topic is Night Nannies, which is very exciting and very promising. And our guests are Joanne and Chantal. You are the founders of Nannies at Night. And I think the best is if I leave you the floor so you can introduce yourself. This live is recorded. I will share it again on the feed and also on our YouTube channel. So if you cannot make it, you will not miss any information because you can watch it again. And yes, Joanne, Chantal, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Well, Joanne is the founder of Nannies at Night, and we exist now for 10 years.
Shall I start with a short introduction then?
So yes, if you want to speak. Yes.
I started Nannies at Night, being a night nanny myself. And through this time, I learned that we take care of the most tiny ones. So the newborn babies, the first 3 to 4 months. And since then, we grew gradually over the years. When I started, I was a night nanny and no mother. 5.5 years ago, I became a mom. And that's also the moment that Chantal joined. We knew each other all quite some time, but then she never left. But yeah, I am Joanne, mother of 2 daughters living in Amsterdam. I'm really enjoying life in Amsterdam and Nannies at Night. And Chantal?
Yes, I'm Chantal. I'm also a mother of 2 children, a daughter of 12 and a son of 7 years old, and also living near Amsterdam, where Nannies at Night was also founded. Since we are in Amsterdam, we also are helping parents in other regions, in The Hague, Leiden, Utrecht, but also Brabant, north of Holland. We come everywhere where parents need us. We try to find a solution. And we are helping really the newborn babies, but we also help babies that are a little bit older. It doesn't really matter. There's no age restriction or requirement, but we noticed that these are the moments that parents need sleep the most, because these are waking up like every 3 hours. And you cannot really prepare as a parent for how that will impact your life.
Yes.
So most of the time people call us when they really need us, like, oh, we had so many bad nights already, can you please help us? And then some nights a night nanny can really make a difference.
And thank you so much for this introduction. I think this is what we are going to discuss today. Exactly, what is a night nanny? What do they do? And will they finally be able to allow you to spend a full night of uninterrupted sleep? Because I think that's what we're all thinking about. But let's start with the beginning. I think maybe we can go through, you can let us know exactly what is a night nanny, maybe how are they trained, and what do they do actually? What is their role?
Yeah. Well, a night nanny, when they start with us, they all hand over 2 references of families where they already have been a nanny, because we think experience is very important for us. And then they follow a first aid training, and we ask for a background check, so there are no troubles. And then, yeah, we work a lot with midwifery students, medicine students,
Okay.
because that's an attraction. It's not a necessity to have a care-related background, but it is something that attracts both sides, because it's really nice, of course, to have somebody who's already studying to be in the baby world. And we also have mothers who had troubles on their own when they had the first baby, and now they would really love to help other families as well. So we work with nannies from 21 years old until 70, the oldest.
Yes.
And the highest level, because we have 3 types of levels of nannies. The highest level are the nannies who already work in the professional baby field, next to being a night nanny. So that are mostly nurses, midwives, doulas, kraamzorg.
Okay.
So they are really trained to take care of babies.
So how does it work typically? Like, can you walk us through what would a typical night with a night nanny look like?
Yeah, a typical night with us is normally from 10 till 7. But to mention, you can add hours. So you can earlier or start later. It's to your preference. But the standard night is from 10 till 7. The first night, the nanny always comes a half an hour earlier for an introduction. To show the house, to hear a little bit more about the baby, the families, and then the parents go to bed. And we normally say that the parents sleep as far as possible from the baby, and the baby as close as possible to the nanny, so that the nanny can react on every need of the baby. And this can be anything what the baby needs: feeding, diaper, cramps, holding the baby up after feeding because reflux, trying to put him or her to sleep again, because at night we keep it night, so we keep it dark, we keep it soft voices, so that the baby learns the difference between day and night. And we really listen to what the family's preferences are, to not to change so much for the baby, so that the routine stays the same. Do I miss something?
And they registrate everything that happens during the night, so she can update the mom and dad in the morning how the night was, and regarding food intake, but also if the baby was fussy or not, when he slept or when he was awake. So they can start their morning and know what happened and how it was.
That sounds amazing. I wish I had a night nanny, to be honest. It sounds really great. So you just you get to know the nanny, and then you leave the baby with the nanny for the night, and then you wake up in the morning, and then of course you get this this transition, this liaison. And for families, how long do they typically work with a night nanny? Like, is it a one-off, or is it more for a longer stretch of time? How does it work basically?
In general, most families stay for 2 months or maybe 3 months.
Okay. Oh wow. Yes.
They book nights from 1 night a week until 7 nights a week. So that's all possible. Normally, a standard family will book us for 1 to 2 nights for a few months. So then, we have also packages, like a 5-night package or a 15-night package or a 30-night package. So then you can really schedule the nights up front. So you have the rest on certain moments, and then that's also a really nice feeling that well, this was a bad night, tomorrow's a bad night, but the day after the night will come, and then that also gives already peace of mind, the sleep.
Yes, because I can imagine you can anticipate and have this.
You can hold on.
This to look, yes, exactly. This to look forward to. When do families usually hire a night nanny? Like, is this something you plan in advance? Maybe already, I don't know, in pregnancy, or can you arrange it at the last minute? Like, how does it work?
Yeah, you can choose both options. So we have families who come being pregnant, and then we prepare everything before birth. So then we prepare the nanny is ready when the baby is born, or the nannies, depending on how many nights the family prefers, because everything is possible. So also full-time nannies is also possible.
Or a single night.
Or just
Yeah.
That's possible. Yeah, you don't need to buy a package. You can also use this for a single night or 3 nights. Yeah.
Okay.
And some families really like to have this like 5 nights after birth to recover better and then do it by themselves. But we also have families who just want like 5 nights a week for the next 6 weeks. And that's 30 nights. So then you choose the 30 nights package. But we also, I think 40% comes before birth, maybe 30.
Yeah.
I think 30, 25.
Okay.
But the other part comes when it's actually the need is high. It's very high. So they call and they say it's a very horrible birth, a lot of blood loss, and we need to recover, or mother cannot sleep for already 10 nights because the adrenaline, and then you come in a circle of restless nights, and your mind goes crazy, and then the family calls in like, we need a night, we need to sleep, we need to change things. Or there's 1 month further and the baby didn't sleep, only in the arms of the parents, and then they call us and say.
Yeah, and we have also a lot of families who have no family around.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
So they of course need the support. Or family far away. We have parents where father is going abroad a lot for work, or twins. We have many families with twins. Entrepreneurs who would like to start working soon, of course.
Yeah. But what we notice is that all parents are, or most of the parents are overwhelmed.
Yes.
Everything what's going on after the first baby is born. So I think maybe most parents who want to prepare before having the baby have their second or third, and they just know how it is, and they want to prepare themselves better, or they have heard about it from friends and they reassure them, do this, you need this. But yeah, we can start very last minute, and we can start within a week.
Okay.
Sometimes a day. But we cannot promise, but
yes. I understand. You mentioned something quite important, actually. It was part of my questions. Like, in your experience, what are some, specific maybe situations where parents, could particularly use the support of a night nanny? I think you mentioned twins, like difficult births. Yes, family abroad. Do you see other situations where it could particularly be beneficial?
Parents who are a little bit insecure about all the different cries of the baby, they cannot. They find it difficult to know the differences, and that's when they also get a little bit anxious and want to know if what they do is correct or is all right. And that's also where a nanny is very handy, because she has been to many families, has seen many babies, so she really knows. So she can also advise parents in situations like, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? Or this sounds like hunger. This sounds like sleep. This sounds, now let's check the diaper. So they all have like a row of certain points. And next to that, we also work with nurses, and they can also see sometimes with the tongue, the tongue. So so we have a network of professionals that we can also advise to parents.
Also, if mostly mothers, if their partner goes away abroad for business or family, or stay home, then also it's very nice. Then they organize having a night nanny so that the mother is not alone in the first months
Yes.
of the baby, and they can feel very insecure, and then they have the nanny. Yeah, and also the night is so different than the day. During the day, you can talk with friends about and compare, but then at night you feel more insecure, and then
Yes.
there is a night nanny who watches with you, and then you can discuss in the morning, like, is this normal? And most of the time it's normal, but parents can feel very, very insecure at night.
Yes, for sure. For sure. And typically, like when you hire a night nanny for a longer stretch of time, would you see the same nanny for the whole duration? Or...
Yes, we strive to connect one
Nice.
nanny to a family. We think it's very important. And of course, we also have a practical side of it because nannies combine nannies at night with their work or study. So
Yes.
if you have a nanny for 2 nights, that's possible with one nanny. But if it's more nights, we connect the families to 2 nannies, but no other thing. So it's not like every time another nanny.
Yes, a new person, of course.
Yeah.
And then I guess once the baby is also familiar with the nanny, things are a bit smoother too, I can imagine. Yeah.
And also the other way around, the nanny really enjoys coming to the same family and baby because they also build a connection with the baby.
Yeah.
Now I want to do something a bit fun that I like to do during these live sessions, because there are often a lot of misconceptions about night nannies, and I can tell you so many. Even like when I was discussing, I was telling my friends we're going to do this topic on Parentally, and I was like, oh really?
What did they say?
So yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. But yeah, let's go through these misconceptions, and you're gonna tell me why it's not true. The first one, and I think is the one that I've heard the most, is that night nannies are only for wealthy families. Is it true or false?
False. Yes. Yeah. We get the same. I mean, of course, when you think of a night nanny, you think of a very wealthy family. Like, oh, I get, and I will use a night nanny at night because I just want to sleep. But at the end, it's all families who really need a night nanny because they do not have any help, or there are so many reasons that they need to recover, or also medical reasons, postpartum depression, a lot of, even mother lost a lot of blood during birth, or a C-section, and you cannot stand up. And we also have a lot of single mothers who use us because they're doing it alone and they think about it and they want to reserve one night a week. So if it's a full package, then it sounds really expensive, but I think a lot of people book us just for 5 or 10 nights just to survive the first 3 months.
And I think that's what I had in mind, that thinking that if you hire a night nanny, it's going to be for every night for, a certain duration. But like you explained very clearly, it can also just be like, one day every 3 days or every 5 days, just, to get this kind of respite, just, to breathe and to sleep. And I think it can be really, really helpful for families who are really exhausted and who are not sleeping. And every new family you talk to, a new parent, what they will tell you is that they don't sleep. And it's terrible. And it's affecting so many things around, in your everyday life too. So,
also, of course, it's financially, it's quite expensive.
It's an investment, yes.
I mean, we are not going to lie. That's not true. I mean, that is true, of course. But what we also do is we tell parents, like, well, maybe your employee wants to help you as well. Parents are really feeling low on the bottom, and then we just had it with a family. They had like a budget for that kind of things to help their employees. So sometimes you can cover there.
Yeah.
Or also with a sleep coach. That's normally babies are a little bit older, but can also be after the newborn phase, because then they get really good tips and practical advice about how to make babies independent sleepers, or what are good routines or good setups, so you have the best chances to have a baby that will have a good rhythm and fast sleeping through the night.
Yes, for sure. Another misconception, this one is terrible. Hiring a night nanny means that I'm not enough as a parent. So, I can answer this one, but
but sometimes parents feel like they are failing if they ask for a night nanny or ask for help.
Yes.
But in reality, people are doing it alone most of the time. It's not like when we are living in the 50s that the neighbor is coming over to watch the baby for a few hours, or like you had a whole tribe over there. And now we are all in aisles, and everybody is busy with their own aisle. And therefore it's sometimes even more difficult for them to ask or reach out for help. And that's really a shame, because the one thing that the baby needs is their parents. Yes. So the parents need to fuel themselves. So the baby has his happy mother to take care of him.
Yeah.
All the other things are not so important.
Yes. Yes. And it's very true, like you mentioned, we used to have a village, this famous village that we talk about when raising children, that we don't have anymore in our societies. You mentioned also something very interesting about taking care of the baby. And what I've heard also is people saying that if they hire a night nanny to take care of the baby during the night, they won't be able to bond with the baby. Is that true?
No, we don't think so.
No.
Of course, I think the nights are important for parents to bond with their baby. But the day is more important, because if you sleep at night because you need sleep for any reason, medical reasons, I think if you are there during the day for your baby and be a healthy mom, a rested mom for your baby, or dad, of course, your bond will come during the day if you spend time with the baby.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, makes sense. And the last one, night nannies are only useful for newborns who don't sleep.
How do you mean this one?
Is it only for newborns, or is it for, also older babies?
Older babies as well. And the nanny also comes for events. So during wedding, we are asked quite often for weddings, because then the whole family is there, and then there's
oh yes, of course, yes.
Also weekends away with a newborn, with a small baby, not a newborn, small baby, then the nanny comes to the house and take care of the babies, and then the age doesn't matter. Actually the first year.
The first year help the most babies.
Yeah. And so typically, how soon can you start? When we say newborn, like it can be really right after birth?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I think last night we even started with a family who gave birth to twins with a C-section. So they stayed in the hospital 2 extra nights, and then Sunday they came home, and then the nanny was ready to help them.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great. What is maybe some questions that you can ask a nanny before hiring one or considering hiring one? Is there something that parents maybe should think about before making this decision, or to consider it?
Yeah, well, we always tell parents that the nanny will follow their approach. So always good that parents tell the nanny what they think is really important for them.
Yes.
Because what we try to aim is that the parents will sleep. So they need to trust the nanny.
Yes, of course.
Need to know that the baby is in good hands with her. So it's very good to ask the nanny if their approach is also is clear to her as well, and if she's okay with the questions that the parents might have for her. Yeah.
And before the family agrees on a night nanny, we send profiles of the nannies to the families.
Okay.
And so they can see a small photo, the age, and also a background story, which they wrote themselves, who they are, what their experience is. They can also see the qualifications of the nannies, and we make a difference between experience with a 1 to 4 week old baby, 1 to 3 month old baby, and 3 to 6 and 6+ month old babies. They all do the first aid. You can all check everything on the nanny's profile, and then you can have a video call with the nanny before the nanny comes to your house, and just ask the questions which you need to know to be able to trust her, because you need to trust her.
Yes, of course.
And we really try to help with that. We meet the parents with a video intake, we meet all the nannies, but at the end, the family needs to trust the nanny.
Yes, of course. And you are welcoming someone you don't know in your house, in your baby's room. So you definitely need to be really comfortable with that person. That was actually my question. So your company is called Nannies at Night. Can you walk us through, the whole process from the moment people contact you, they are considering hiring a night nanny? You already answered the question a little bit, but how does it look like, and how long does it take typically, this whole process?
Well, parents normally come through the website, so they leave their email address, name. They will get an automatic email to schedule an intake with us. That's like an unobliged video call of 30 minutes. They can schedule it themselves. They can also leave their information, and then we call the next day to schedule something. But also parents call us directly or WhatsApp us directly, and then we are in touch already. But
the first step would be the intake.
Yes.
First step is the intake. Yeah, the video call to get to know us, the company, the working method. So we explain everything to parents. We answer all the questions. And it's also good for us to know who the parents are, what they think is important to them, so we can make a good match with our nanny. Then we send the proposal through email with all the costs information and a registration form, so we have their details. And then we will do the inquiry to start the nanny search and send the profiles to parents. And then they can let us know, well, you would like to meet Sarah, or you would like to meet Lisa. And then they can have a meeting, and then we can start. And Joanne, I, and Heidi, that's our planner, will make schedules for parents. So we are also there as a contact person for the parents. And this can happen within 10 hours. And it can
wow.
Well, sometimes it can happen in 2 hours if there's really pressure on, because we know how important it is. So we are very fast, and our nannies know that we have inquiries that sometimes is for the same day or the next day.
And it's really, really urgent. We are totally open for receiving phone calls, even in the weekends.
Okay. Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, it's just not the intake online. If you're coming from a hospital and you need it at night, on Saturday or Sunday, or as soon as possible, give us a call, and we will call back or return as we can help them and try to help them. I mean, that's a promise, but we really try to help.
Yeah.
Yes. I think one of the biggest misconception about night nannies is that many people consider this some kind of a luxury, when really, having a night nanny can be, for some people life-saving, because, when you don't sleep, it can be really hard, and especially if you are in these specific situations that we mentioned earlier. For those who are considering hiring a night nanny, but who are not still decided, can you tell us about, the main benefits that you see from hiring a night nanny, and maybe, pulling from experiences from your clients who've had nannies and who made a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that what we heard the most is, I haven't slept through the night for so many days in a row.
Yeah.
I finally slept. We saved relationships.
People who stop working because they cannot cope with the situation anymore, and we can help them with nannies or with the sleep coach, and we can really help families back to normal again. More peace of mind, more energy, the feeling that you're not alone, feeling that you are, that you have people who also care about your baby and can really help you.
The parents are really grateful with all this.
Yes. Have you had a happy parent?
It's very grateful work for us to do this, because parents are really, sometimes you really can save lives. And also nannies, for nannies, that's the same thing for them.
The nannies really enjoy working as a nanny. Well, we have nannies working for 5 or 6 or even 7 years with us. Some nannies just really want to leave because they really enjoy being a nanny and help the families, because they're really grateful help and work.
Yes, I can imagine that. Now we've come to the last question, and I would like to ask you your golden nugget advice. Whether or not a family is considering hiring a night nanny, what would be your best advice for new parents to help them survive these first few days and weeks with a newborn?
We once wrote the postcard, right, with the 3 advices for families. What did we write? Prepare. Ask for help. It doesn't really matter if it's us, but ask your friends, ask your family, ask your neighbor. Ask them for little things like prepare a meal or bring groceries. To not be afraid to ask for help. I think that's the most important. Advice.
Excellent advice, and that's also what we're here for. So I love this advice.
Don't be.
That's great. Thank you very much. I would like to talk a little bit more about Nannies at Night, your company. So you mentioned that so you were supporting parents from the newborn phase, but also until later. Can you tell us a bit more about all the services actually and all the support that you offer for parents? Also, you mentioned night nannies, but also wedding nannies or something, or travel nannies, I think. So, and also where you are available, in which cities, which parts of the country. Everything. Tell us everything.
We the different services we have. Evening nannies. They help when parents go out for dinner or
concerts,
or go to concerts. Weekend nannies when parents want to go have some together, for example, or they are on a business trip during the week is also possible, and then the nanny comes for 24 hours, 48 hours, or 72 hours. So she is really the one who is doing the household. So bringing kids to daycare or anything what's needed. We have travel nannies who travel along when parents go on holiday. For example, we had a couple with a young baby and they wanted to go to winter sports, skiing, and then the nanny was there for a few days.
Of course, yes.
So parents could really enjoy their activities together. But we also come along with a holiday of 2 weeks somewhere in the sun or and help with the naps during the day and the feedings and the moments that the parents would like to go to a restaurant together and the nanny can take care of the baby, or is doing the nights as well. So parents can have their rest as well as also on the days. We join with weddings, then we take care of the baby, or it is at the ceremony and at the main event, or the nanny brings back the baby to the house of the parents so she can take care of the baby there.
It's now the wedding season, so it's really nice.
And yeah, we offer nannies to support families, but we also offer a sleep coach. So if there are troubles, you're in rhythms or independent sleeping is not working out, or sleeping through the night, then we also solve problems. So it's not only send over a nanny and let's hope for the best, but also really helping parents if there is a need to solve situations, because it's very difficult for parents who cannot break through certain patterns they have.
Yes.
It's really nice to have an expert looking with you.
Yes. I have just one question, because you mentioned this, like, has it ever happened that, you know, a baby would cry? I can imagine, you know, spending the night with, you know, with a night nanny for the first time. What happens then? Like, you know, if the baby cries a lot, like, what would happen?
Well, up front, nanny will always check with the mother. Like, it can be that the baby will is really crying because the baby is already crying, or what would you like me to do?
Yes.
So you always are in contact with parents what to do. Up front, the parents will inform the nanny what the baby likes or like. And the nanny has lots of tricks, because she's been to many families and have been settling many types of babies. So she has like an hoe zeg je dat? Apparaat. A lot of knowledge in the settling topics. So it doesn't really, it's not really happening a lot that we hear back that babies were only crying all the time. No.
Yeah. And we also notice is that what I really experienced from being a night nanny myself is that the nanny is most of the time calm and relaxed, and the baby feels that. So that's what something also happened, that the parents are anxious, and then
there's
stay anxious.
Pressure on the parents to have a good night's rest. So they are also stressed, and the baby will also sense the stress of the parents. And then it helps to have a relaxed nanny who is like, oh, come here, everything is okay, little baby.
Go to bed, I'm here. And then the combination helps with it.
Yeah.
I see. Where are you available? In which regions, cities?
No, actually, our main pools of nannies are based on the main cities and surroundings, but so that's Amsterdam, Utrecht, Haarlem, Den Haag, The Hague, Leiden, Rotterdam. But we have a Brabant pool. We have a Limburg pool.
Okay.
We have some nannies in Gelderland.
Groningen.
Okay, so a bit everywhere. Okay, great. In English, in Dutch?
So just
okay.
If in doubt, just contact us.
Yeah.
And they offer their services in English and in Dutch. Do you also have other languages?
All our nannies speak English next to Dutch, and there are some nannies who also speak the language. Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, I mean, I'm sold. I don't have a baby, but if this ever happens, I think I would make the investment. Thank you so much. We're coming to the end of this live session. It's been very informative. At least for me, I learned a lot, and I hope to all the viewers that they also found this very interesting. Before we end the session, is there anything else you would like to share or to say?
If in doubt, just book the free of charge intake with us.
Yes.
Then you get to know us, can ask all your questions, through everything. something we think along with you. So, yeah, you can always try it out.
Yes.
Gift voucher. So if you don't know gift yet for the baby to ask to family or friends, then they can. We have many people who buy the gift vouchers for friends.
That's an excellent idea. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you so much, Chantal, Joanne, for this live session together. For anyone who is interested in getting in touch with Nannies at Night, I will, of course, include all the contact details when I share this video on the feed, and you can also, of course, find them on Parentally. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you both for joining us today. I wish you all a very good day. Goodbye.
Thank you for having us.
Bye.
My pleasure. Bye-bye.